Design Salvation, Episode 9.
This is Design Salvation, your lifeline to better design with Dixie and Annie. Our mission is to share our conversation with you so we can all elevate our work and lifestyle. Welcome to the fold.
Hi, y'all. This is Dixie Stark.
Hi, this is Annie Lundquist.
And this is Design Salvation. We are excited to talk to you today. We want to just branch out and just get a larger community and visit with you about all good things in design. And you know what? Before we got on the air, Annie informed me that she felt very chatty. And I was
I have so much to talk about.
Oh no, I do too. So we'll just see how this goes because we are chatty, maybe because of my sangria.
Well, I was chatty before that, so God knows how it's going to go now that we've had the sangria because it's spectacular.
Okay, I'm so glad that you're like pumping up the sangria queen because that's what, my husband calls me.
I was thinking about it for a couple of days knowing we were going to have it. Then I arrived and you said, no, it's not hot enough outside. I said, no, we're having sangria.
Yeah, it's really tasty. We kind of did the sangria today that's a little bit lighter. You can make it with cava, which is the kind of champagne version in Spain. But we did the lighter version today, so it's really good. It makes me think of that song from Blake Shelton, like Your Lips Taste Like Sangria or something.
I love that song.
I know you're new to country music, though.
Well, I am new to country music. I'm the last one in my family to convert.
Oh.
Very last. My kids love it. My husband loves it.
I mean, Jay and I love all music. I mean, we go, that's our thing. We go to concerts. I mean,
you guys are
you
big
see where we're
music
sitting. We're
buffs.
big music people, but I do like me some country and he doesn't. But that's what that kind of reminds, every time I say sangria, I kind of think of Blake Shelton's song and I don't know.
Well,
Anyways.
no, I've switched to country largely because I put my crazy hip hop stuff on in the house and
that
I'm cleaning house
Pump
and
me
everything.
up.
And then 5 seconds later, it's so explicit. They're saying these horrible words.
And so you're like, I'm out.
I'm out. I don't want those words in my house. Like the F-bomb
So you're
and the this
done.
bomb. I haven't figured out how to
kind of like manage all that.
how to get the non-explicit version.
I have no
house.
answers for you.
Okay.
Yeah, it just depends on the mood I'm in. But anyways, it makes me think of that. But you know what happened to me this week? I don't know. It just all happened like all at once that I had a bajillion people ask me what my lipstick is or what my lip color is.
You wear a great color.
Well, I kind of wear the same color all the time. Ever so often I'll get a little daring, but I had all these people, speaking of lips, I guess, asked me what my lip color was, which was really funny. And I wear Stila. It's like an all-day lip color, and the color is Tesoro. But I have
What does Tesoro mean?
Well, I don't know. I think it may be another Spanish thing. I thought I should look it
like
up. I think it means
something?
kind of that bullish reddish color, but we should look it up. I don't know. I'm not for sure. But anyways, it reminded me that that's kind of a color crush for me.
Yes,
so
you're consistent on that color
in
a lot of ways.
It looks really good with the whole black and white thing, which you tease me about, smarty pants, about, you've got a new color scheme. I'm like, shut up. I love black and white. But this kind of, it's this cross between geranium, I guess you call it, and maybe a little bit more orangey than that.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine brought me some Gerber daisies, and they're in my kitchen right now. And it's the same color as the
lipstick. No, you're right. It is. It's true.
I love it.
We'll have to post a picture of that.
It's kind of happy and kind of fun, but you are more of a blue red kind of a gal, kind of like the color of our sangria, and I'm more of an orangey red kind of a gal. So anyways, but it got me thinking, do you have any color crushes right now? Because that's my staple color crush, like just orangey red.
Well, I was kind of crushing on that saffron yellow back. We talked about that a few episodes ago, but my constant color crush is pink.
I knew you were going to
not
say
ice
that.
pink, but more raspberry pink.
Yeah, you love a
raspberry
juicy.
pink.
That's a juicy color.
It's kind of
Well,
like
actually,
this sangria color.
I know. I just said that.
Mm.
I was like, it's the sangria color. Maybe that's the reason you're liking
Did
my
you just say
sangria so
that?
much.
And I wasn't even listening?
That's right.
I'm so sorry.
You're not listening to me.
Okay, sorry.
at
It's
all.
probably
That's-
because I had too much sangria.
Maybe it is. Who knows? Who knows? But you know what? I think it all varies, what we go from phase to phase and things that are popular and whatever. But it's kind of interesting because if you think about your kind of raspberry color and you think about kind of my geranium kind of tesoro color, it's kind of the color of our website.
Oh my gosh, it's a combo.
It's a combo.
You're right.
I mean, well, everything we're doing is a combo. It's like, you're the yin yang kind
Yeah,
of.
but we just naturally compromised on that coral
We
color.
naturally compromise.
Because
How
it's
about
got
that?
an underlying pink and an underlying orange.
Kind of
and then
orangey color. Yeah.
That's
Isn't that fun?
fascinating.
I like it. I like it.
That's very symbiotic.
It is.
Just like we are.
So, what you thinking today? You said you were all chatty and stuff.
Okay, I have a kind of a funny story.
Oh, you do?
Well, I think it's funny.
Okay, well, I hope it's
And-
funny.
I think ultimately, if you just stick with me here,
Okay,
I
we're
think
going
it
to stay
ties
with you.
back to something
we're
deep,
riding with
something
you.
really deep,
We
like
got
brain
you.
science.
Okay,
Believe it or
we
not.
got you.
Okay. So indulge me here for a moment. I'm going to talk about myself.
Okay,
I,
I like this.
am 55 now, and it's harder to lose weight because of
Ugh,
the
can't even talk about this. I
change.
know.
I'm sorry, guys, if you're listening, if that's TMI, but so the furnace just shuts down. Like there's no more metabolism,
Mm-mm.
right? So
Mm-mm.
I've been really struggling to lose the weight that I gained. And let's be clear, I know I'm super tall, so people think I always look skinny, but I'm not. For me.
Okay,
You know what I mean.
whatever. But okay, I know everybody has their own kind of like milestone in their mind.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've got mine, and
Exactly.
I'm way beyond
Yeah.
it. So I hear you.
So my ulcer diet.
Oh, the ulcer diet, which was a result of me and the grapefruit.
You for sure. Had nothing to do with my life.
Okay.
And it was helpful in sort of getting me jump started on finally losing some weight because I basically didn't eat because it wasn't comfortable. I'm not
Because you were like,
recommending that in any
I
way,
can't
shape, or
eat
form.
anything because it doesn't feel good. Yeah.
But I would get on the scale, which I'm not a big scale person, but I have been lately because of the furnace turning off.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it.
You're
come
kind of
down,
okay.
and
It's
I'm like,
rolling down. I
okay,
like
this is
this.
good,
Not
this is
up,
good.
but down. Right.
And then I kind of hit one of the plateaus, which is fine. I'm like, I'm doing better. I'm doing better. And then all of a sudden, it just starts dropping off, like dropping. And I'm like, hot
Whoa.
damn. I'm not
Yeah.
even, what the heck's going on here?
Will you give me the secret?
Yeah. So I'm literally like last night, I'm driving around town. I was getting home kind of late because I was helping a friend set up for a party.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because this is what you
I'm
do.
literally driving and feeling energized because I'm skinny.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. I feel good.
sister.
There is
Yeah.
no better euphoria than that world. Let me just say.
Yeah. So I go to bed and this morning I'm having this dream and it has to do with how skinny I am.
It's on your
And
brain.
At the end of the dream, there's kind of this weird thing where this thought comes into my head that my scale's broken.
Oh.
I'm like, that's kind of the end of a good dream.
Yeah, it is.
That my
That
scale
was
is
a
completely
real
screwed up. Like,
downer.
I don't know. Is the battery dead or something?
Uh-oh.
So I start to get ready this morning and I hop on my scale and I'm heavier. I'm back to my plateau weight. So the scale was faking me out.
Or let's just be hypothetical here. No.
Okay.
So maybe you did have a couple of days where you had less water weight or
It couldn't have dipped that far. I was so skinny. And I kept thinking, boy, I still have my muffin
Can I
top,
bu-
but
hey,
boy, that scale says I'm
Can
skinny.
I borrow your scales?
Okay.
Except they're back to normal now, so I don't want them, right?
No, but here's the thing. This is
Okay.
where I'm getting to the brain
Okay.
science part.
Point of the
Okay.
story. Let's go. We're there.
We should create a scale like that lets you think you're
Mentally
skinnier, and then
think.
you start to
Feel
feel
it.
skinnier, and then you get the energy from it, and then you act skinny, you eat skinny.
Well, you've always heard fake it till
I
you make it,
know.
right?
That's what I'm saying. This brain trick works. We just have to.
Well, how am I going to trick my brain?
Okay, well,
It doesn't have to just be on the scales. It could be with
exactly
anything.
right. That's what I'm talking about. In design,
Yes.
there are a million designers out there. Not a million, but there are designers out there better than you. And
Of course, there's
Yes.
all levels.
That's
and
true
we
in
all
everything.
aspire to do
Mhm.
bigger, better, greater things. Absolutely.
And you
we
can
all
start
learn.
to feel deficient.
Well, yeah, that's that rabbit hole I was telling you about on an earlier episode where it's like, oh, their work is so good that I get intimidated.
Right.
Yeah,
This is a confidence game, this business. It is
Oh,
a confidence game.
absolutely it is.
So you have to fake it till you believe it.
Yeah, and you know what? It's like what I always tell myself is that people have the options to hire whoever they want to, whenever they want to, for whatever reason. And there have been jobs where I have completed something and then they hired somebody in a different state to do their retreat home or, whatever it may be. And I get that total like, well,
Why didn't
they reach
hire
back
me?
out to me? And there could be a multitude of reasons. It could be that they're tied to the architect. It could be that they're a local, easier, accessible person. It could be money. It could
be a
that
friend.
it's a totally different style. Yeah,
Right.
it could be a friend. It's a totally different style for whatever the reason. But I always just try to tell myself that there is a reason that I was brought on to a particular job because maybe it's just the connection they have with me or the comfortability they have in telling me that, they don't like something or they want something. Maybe it's more than just the design part. Maybe I'm there just to help guide them in the right direction and not let them go. What do you call it?
I call it the design gutter. Keep them out of the design gutter.
Yeah,
We're the gutter guards.
don't go to the design gutter. That's a bad place.
Yeah.
Keep them out of the ditch, so to speak. And so I kind of have to sometimes talk to myself, kind of like you're talking about with the whole skinny and making yourself believe that you're worthy and that you are the right one for the job.
Yes.
And of course, we all interview for jobs. Like we're interviewing them, they're interviewing us to see if the chemistry's right and what have you. But you can get that intimidation.
You can. And especially, I think for me, it's always been a little bit of an issue, full disclosure, that I feel like a fraud because I didn't go to design school.
Oh my gosh,
I know.
Annie,
It's stupid, but it's
okay,
true.
we're going to put this car in reverse for 2.2 seconds. You are one of the most well-read, well-traveled
You're so
lifestyle gurus I've ever met. There's only one other person that I just could even put in the same category with you. Like there's only one other person who I will not name today. They might be like, don't call me out. But you have elevated so many people from where they were. Your aesthetic is amazing. And I have to say, even though I'm schooled, I'm like, no. There's so many people that were in school that just didn't have it.
I know that intellectually, but emotionally, this has always been my
I'm sure
hang-up.
it's tough.
That, you just can draw. You can really help your contractor more than I can. With the vision, I think it's really it's a struggle for me. I can do it. It's not my wheelhouse. I have to farm it out.
Good.
And so then I feel
Here we go again, where you're just like feeling like less than so. And it's crazy. You should not feel that way at all. You've got, how many? Okay, let's be for real. We've talked about this. Is it 25 or 27 years?
27 years, yeah. Oh,
I hate
maybe
to
not
even
27.
ask.
Maybe 25
25
years.
Okay.
I know, but we all have our little neuroses.
We
This
do.
is mine.
We do, because
This
we're
is my
human.
struggle.
We're human.
We are
I
human.
mean, that's just
And
the way it is.
I want to tell those young designers out there.
Yes.
Get the magic scale
Yeah.
for your design.
I'm getting the magic scale
we
as
need
soon
to,
as we get off the air.
Right. But the magic scale, in whatever shape or form you need it for your own neurotic
Self.
self.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to trick the brain until it believes that. There's a TED Talk on that. I mean, 1 million people have listened to it. It's fantastic.
Well, I haven't. I need to do that.
Oh, it's so good. And
Okay.
it is, because I used to always say fake it till you make it, but it's fake it till you believe it.
Oh, which is even better.
It is so
I need to
good.
put that in my bullet journal.
Yeah.
I need to be like, Fake it until you believe it.
Fake it till you believe it.
You know, and like even in our situation with the podcast where we just, you have to try. You have to try. But, you know, going back to what you said earlier about some jobs you don't get or you're not asked to come back or some jobs, you know what? Those are many blessings. There are a bajillion people out in the world and there are a bajillion designers. But someone told me one time, and I can't even remember who it was that told me this, but it resonated with me. And it was like, there's plenty of work. Don't feel like, oh, I'm never going to get another job. Oh, I'm never going to do this or that. There's plenty of work. You have to find the jobs that are good for you.
Yeah.
And jobs where you can excel and where you can benefit your client and bring something worthy to the table. And
I think that's a great point. And I'm going to add on one other point.
Okay, you bring it.
If you are feeling slightly deficient in your abilities as a designer, which happens to all of us.
Yes.
You know, I compare myself to this very special designer that's a really good friend of mine that helped me a ton on my house.
Oh, okay.
And I always know in a certain capacity, it's going to take me a long time to get her kind of vision. But I also know my clients need me. They need my skills. She's not available to them.
And they need you like you need her.
Yes, exactly. So you can, I just really
domino effect.
Fight myself. I need the collaboration. I learn so much from her. We have to stop comparing.
Absolutely.
Because it will paralyze you.
It will paralyze you, and every job is different. Every person is different.
Every client's different. Every relationship
chemistry is different.
Yeah.
Everything. But that's really, really interesting. So, okay, we went from like skinny scales to design brain whipped.
I love brain research. There's
you're
another
really into that.
key point along the same lines, which is when you're stressed. And Mel Robbins, the motivational speaker that I like so much. See, the sangria is making me a little
well, I noticed that too. I just had a little flub up on my language, but that's okay. We're good. We got this. We got this.
Back to Mel Robbins.
Okay. Yeah, Mel.
She says if you're stressed, you don't say, I'm stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed, which we tend to do.
Right.
You say, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you because this reminds me, your phone just a few, I don't know, minutes ago while we were together trying to shoot a video, popped up all of these like words. Tell me what that is. Like you said, I'll explain it to you later so we could carry on with our video. And I want you to explain it right now because I have a feeling it has something to do with this.
It does.
Concept.
So I put these alerts on my phone.
How often?
I have 3 a day.
Oh, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's back to the scales.
And I have the one at night that says go to bed.
You do not.
I do.
What time is that? I'm dying to know.
10:45.
10:45. Y'all, I wouldn't make it if I went to bed at 10:45. I'm a pumpkin at 8.
But you get up super, super early.
I do get
and
up
I
early.
Sort of flow all over my uptime.
But still,
anyway.
Back to the words.
So,
what were those?
I have to pull it up, but one of them, the one you saw, they're slightly different.
I don't even know
time.
what that word is.
Ebullient.
Yeah.
Which is what I consider my best self that I bring every day. And I remind myself to bring that person, the ebullient, happy, sparkly person.
You
with
are
me.
such that person. That makes me smile. And I learned a new word. Okay.
Some people say ebullient. I say ebullient.
Okay.
So it's just a reminder. It says ebullient, and then it says curious, because I think being curious is also a very happy place to be.
It is.
And when you're feeling like you maybe don't know enough, look at it
in a good way.
As curiosity.
Yes.
Yes. And then my last
We are design curious, by the way.
Yes, we are design curious.
Okay.
It's just a reminder throughout my day.
Okay.
And then the last one is serving. So it says ebullient, curious, serving. And the serving part is because this is a service industry,
which is
not always comfortable.
No, it's not.
It's really not. And it just reminds me to keep moving forward and serve my customers, even when it's painful or they're grumpy or the contractor's mad, excessively so, or they overreact. It's just, we're here to serve. We're like Nordstrom.
We are.
Mhm.
But you are so that way with your family too. You're serving with your family so much.
I do stay calm. It is my one superpower.
Oh,
I only have one.
Annie, it's unbelievable to me. I love how we are so opposite because I was telling somebody, I don't know, maybe earlier this week, I was like, they were asking about the podcast and the whole thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was like, Annie and I are so alike and so different. I am such a planner. And then I let it go once it happens. Annie's like, oh, it'll be fine. And then once it happens, then you're like, no, I got to do this way better. I've got to do this. And so the next time you're kind of the planner. It's the craziest thing.
That is true.
It's the
like
craziest thing how that works.
You're stressed in the planning phase.
Oh, I'm
and
so
I
stressed
help
in the
you
planning
through that.
phase.
And then I'm stressed in the follow-up phase, and you help me put that in perspective.
And I'm calm during the follow-up phase because I know what has already happened and how to fix it. I'm not calm in the planning phase because I don't know. And I'm speculating. And you're quite the opposite. You're so calm when we're planning. You're like, it's good.
I think that has to do, and you tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
I think I'm comfortable with vulnerability.
Oh, I'm not.
Being out there on a limb.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah.
At all.
Exactly. Because you're a planner.
Yeah.
And I'm always out on a limb.
And I so admire that because I cannot go there.
See, that's why we're good for each other, because I need to be more like you.
Well, it's all good. Well, you know what? There's people listening and they're one or the other. I mean, that's just kind of the way it is. Anyways, you were saying that you admired me, and I think it's just a matter of us learning from each other.
Exactly.
We need each other, and we need our little design community that we're talking to and constantly working with on so many levels. And we can help build each other up.
We can.
And we can help learn from each other.
Yeah, if you don't have a design pal,
you need to find one.
Find one.
Or you can find us. You can find us on designsalvation.com. And by the way, we owe you some information.
We're behind.
Yeah, we're a little behind. It's kind of funny when we're launching all this stuff and we're doing all these great things and we're, working on this, that, and the other. The back end a lot of times is a little difficult for Annie and I. We're not as technical as we'd like to be.
We're like zero tech.
Yeah,
We've said that before.
The show notes are not actually up on the website quite yet. They may be by the time this airs. I hope so. In which case, you'll see things like I'll link to the lipstick I mentioned early, and I will also talk about the sangria recipe if anybody even cares.
That has got to get posted.
If anybody even cares, but we will get that page up. It'll be on our website. It'll be a separate page, and you can go to that and you can find links to products and things that we've mentioned and things that we told you we'd post. Sorry that it's not up just quite yet, but it will be.
We're a work in progress. You all can relate to that.
It's all good. Well, it's been fun today.
It has been fun.
I think it's really great that you have a magic scale, and I really think that I need one of those. And
we're going to have to
work on that. Yeah, we need to patent it for sure. But ciao for now.
Ciao for now.
Hey, y'all. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can also find us at designsalvation.com, where we'll have the past podcasts listed as well as show notes. Hope to see you there. Oh my gosh, my headphones.
Have we
y'all,
talked that long?
I put my ponytail too high and these headphones are driving me nuts. So if we sound a little weird or silly, then you just have to know I was messing with stuff.
Is my thing going? Chris, is my thing going?
I don't know.
Because it's not moving forward right now and showing my voice moving up and down.
Uh-oh, that's a little situation.
Oh my gosh.
We may have to redo it, which is what we had to do the last week because of me.
No, I think we're going to have to redo it.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
That was a good one.
You know what? If we have to redo it, we have to redo it.
How long is it, sweetie?
I can't even tell. I can't tell on this until I stop it. So I'm not going to stop it. And we're just going to
Lovey, I'm
keep
so
rolling.
sorry.
I think it's no big deal. Okay. Are we chowing for nowing?
Oh, we're chowing for now.
Chowing for nowing. Okay. Bye.